To be! I got to stop because they're going to mock my performance.
I don't know, I was feeling it.
Anyway, did you feel that?
Yeah,
I was right in the zone. Anyway, that's the question. And if you can believe it, this summer you can watch some of the best Shakespearean actors in the tri-state, or by golly, all over the country, doing one of the Bard's most famous tragedies, free-like.
And how cool that you can see them for free. The
Love
Cincinnati
that.
Shakespeare Company is getting ready for their annual Shakespeare in the Park celebration. And this year's featured play is Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Here to talk about the free performances are director Candace Handy and Beasley, who is playing Hamlet in the show. Thank you both for being here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, the very first question. This is the dumbest first question ever about Shakespeare because it really doesn't have anything to do with Shakespeare. It is so hot. What is it like performing outside doing a show like this in the July and August heat here in the tri-state?
It's rough.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do with the team that we get to create, and that is what makes it doable.
Are there any things that you have to adapt? Say if you were doing Hamlet on stage in a nice air-conditioned theater with all kinds of bells and whistles, and then you take it to a park. How do you kind of approach that? Do you have different clothing because it's going to be, 98 degrees? Do you have different props and things? How do you guys approach that?
Yeah, when it's a tour like that, and it's a smaller scale, the play is shorter, obviously. I try to use the actors to create pictures with our bodies and physicality and movement to transition into different parts of the show when we don't have like blackouts and lights and you know. So it's a really fun, like experimental way of storytelling that really uses ensemble to build the world.
For both of you, how important is it to get shows out to people who might not otherwise come into your beautiful theater to see the show? How important do you find that?
It's like 1,000%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why this is my second year doing the tour. And that's the reason why I came back, is the fact that we get to expose so many people to this.
Do you see a big translation in people who see you in one of these free park performances, and then maybe people saying, wow, I've never experienced that before. This is my first time seeing Shakespeare in the Park. Now I want to come see you guys in the theater, and kind of getting more audiences that way?
I think it's a combination of both. I think there are people who look forward to us coming to their neighborhood every year, and that is their theater for the year.
Okay.
And then there are some people who just go to all of it. So I think it bridges a really nice gap of accessibility, people who are able to get to the theater and people who are not able to get to the theater for whatever reason. It's also like a really fun excuse to just have a picnic outside and just be outside.
A great combination of folks who might not necessarily run in the same circles all the time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Beasley, for you, now, Hamlet for a performer. It's like, dude, Hamlet. Like that's a lot. What's your take on the character?
Oh.
Are you asking if I think that he's mad or not?
However you want to interpret the question.
Or how
about
you
that?
approach it.
Yeah. In my preparation and everything, I think I really focused on the fact that he was a royal and he's a bit of a brat. And he likes to get his way, and he will make others feel the way that he feels. That's what he does throughout the entire show. So if he's going a little bit mad, he wants everyone else to go a little bit mad as well.
Okay.
All right. I like that. You guys, one of the neat things you do as well to make this accessible to all people is, in addition to taking it out to different neighborhoods, you have sign language interpreters that come. How important is that? To have that? Do you have specific performances that feature those, or is it like maybe one out of each series, or do you have somebody there every night?
Not every night. It is specific performances. That is something that we are growing even more, though.
Yeah.
We want that for all of our shows inside the theater as well.
You're finding a bigger need for that? More people are asking for that? Yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's really important to make it all as accessible as possible, and not forgetting anyone, and leaving no one behind. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the wonderful things about theater people, in general.
Come on in under the umbrella.
We
Yeah.
want everybody. So.
Yeah.
Nuts and bolts stuff. When are the performances and where else are you performing through the summer?
Oh my goodness.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Probably website has all the things.
Website. Okay, here we go.
CincyShakes.com.
Boom. Tanner's on it upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they really are kind of all over the place.
Yes.
They're somewhere near you.
These are all free?
Yes.
All free, over
Yeah.
30 different parts.
Just show up and bring a blanket and have a picnic and watch free Shakespeare.
That's the best.
That's
Yes.
like
Absolutely.
incredible.
You'll be
Yes.
down in Maysville. You're going to be on the
Yeah.
Limestone
They were going to be
Landing.
in Delhi, I
God
saw, Covington.
bless you. All right.
Yeah, Eden Park. Oh, Eden Park's a great place to see it too.
Absolutely.
But all
Yes.
these places would be great.
Eden Park is great. Washington Park is also
Yeah.
a great time
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
neighborhood near you.
As usual, when our friends from Cincinnati Shakes come in, we're not done with you yet. Is
Right.
that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. Very good.
They're willing to play. So we love our friends, the Cincinnati Shakespeare Company, because they're awesome and they're all willing to play, which is why we want them to stick around after the break for a little trivia game all about Shakespeare inspired by movies, and we hope you play along too. And that's next on ARC Cincinnati.
Hey there. Yeah, you could stop watching right now, but let's be honest, you don't want to do that. Hit the links or click subscribe to see more amazing content from all of us here at Local 12.